EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. His first carry of the game. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Locke. He's going to air one out. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. D.D. Westbrook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 99. Check 99. 6 guys. Check 6. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. 81. He's heavy on the edges. Go.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Get that quarterback. 5-7. Mike, hey, Alpha. Right there in the middle. 55. You don't want none of that. Get it. Pick up the ball. Here's Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Here we go. Say. Hey, Ford, Tokyo. Check.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and now it's third down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing is Wentz. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is brought in at the 21. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On 1st and 10, Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
Pilot, 64, weak. 4, Tokyo. Shift.
And that'll set him back 5.
Let's go.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Sunday. Hey, Foxtrot. Strip that ball. Pick the edge. Here, 58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. Hey, kill. 58. Hey, Zoo. Mike, 58.
Working from the gun. Wentz going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Sunday. Check the backer, check the backer.
A first carry for Wendell Smallwood. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
It's right 57. 58 is the mic. Let's go. 58 is the mic. 58. 58.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he connects with Ertz. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here we go. 120. Here we go. Double time. Hey, we got 3 down. Switch. Here. Rush. Center. Rush in. Here.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Hey, all day, baby.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike. Check 46 down, man. 5-4.
To throw is Wentz. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
And now because of the sack, it's 3rd and goal from the 14.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Hey, orbit. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And it'll be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Monday.
Here's Geis. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Check out. Green 80. Here we go, Pete. Here I come.
And Robinson with a big catch. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Love. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Throwing his lob. He completes this one to Mack. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On first down, this is Geis. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Luck now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
You can't block me. Come. Check. 59. Watch the out. Smooth. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the screen.
3rd and long. It's locked. Going deep here for Taylor. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Calling the penalty, it's Geis. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Check out. 540. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Check 11 feet. Crunch. 11. 57. Mike, 57. Hey, Delta. Mike, 57.
Throwing on second and long. Luck. This will be caught. It's Mack, the tight end. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on third down, Luck. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Redskins scoop it. 30. 10. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Let's get this ball back. Hey, exit.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Pull it high. Check. Great 15. Hey, wahoo!
Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And take it right on the 30. Well, he's is free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. It's a punt return score of 70 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm here all day.
5-9, 5-9.
58.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike, 58, right there.
Throwing now is Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Here's Wentz to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they take over. They'll set up shop. At the 46-yard line.
There we go. Back. 120.
Nice, sweetheart.
2 jet.
58's the money. 58's the money.
On first down, Wentz. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Sanders. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
58, boys. 50.
Other side, solid.
Ready?
Hey, Echo.
Flare.
Wentz now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
All day, defense, all day, all day. Check 9, check 9. Quo. 57 to Mike. Yeah, you don't want none. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. And here we go.
Play action. It's locked. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Allen Robinson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Sunday. Hey, seam 6.
55's Mike, got 55. Hey, me.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz slings this deep from McLaurin, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles get a score closer. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
28, Eagles 7. Elliott Fry set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Now Love. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Point after here coming up. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Now wins. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
I know you feel that.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here we go. Waiting.
Mike, 58, right there. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. 58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike.
Hey, Rip 5-2, out here.
58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Go, go, go.
Done.
58 is the Mike. 58.
Done.
Now Wentz.
Get the
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded at the 33. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
That is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
At the 44-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Luck. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hodges. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Eagles take over first.
Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
Kill, set. Hatch it. Check. Lock me.
Back to throw. Tatum flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. First down, a run with Smallwood. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd and 1. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. On third down, here's Love. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2. From the gun, Tatum. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Luck on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nigel Bradham able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll run on 1st down. Smallwood. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. Throwing on 1st down. Tatum. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Jim. Back 55, back 55. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
To throw again, Tatum. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Kill. Turn it up. Turn up. Mike 55. Hey, eat. And let's get this. Go. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Small. Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, Mark, turn around.
Operating from the gun, Tatum. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Zach Ertz. Incomplete. Chris Harris on the covering.
So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. From the right hash, this from 48. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Guy showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for 1st down. Here's Luck. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Out of the gun, Geis. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now Luck. And that that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 1st and 10, Tatum uncorks one for Davis. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Here we go. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
They're going to need some therapy.
Check 50, check 50.
Ball trot. Put, go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tatum completes it to Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Let's go, defense.
Off-play action. Tatum. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. On the ground, Geis. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now the Eagles.